popping in for a few minutes to wish you a blessed week. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving week. I hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I also want to put something on your hearts and minds for this week. Remember that the holidays aren't the greatest for everyone. Many of us, yes, we have an amazing time during the holidays. It is a time of Thanksgiving, it is a time of celebration. My birthday happens within this time. We celebrate Jesus's birthday within this time. It is happy and a happy occasion and a happy season for many of us, but there are those who struggle during this season with depression, with anxiety, with grief and loss, trauma issues. And so I want you to be mindful of those people. If you haven't heard from people in a while, check on them. I know that we are all going through something. We are not all in the same boat, but we are in the same storm. So, what I mean by that is, I know a lot of times people think that we're all in the same boat because we live in the same country or the same community or whatever, but really, we're not in the same boat. Some of us have yachts, some of us have cruise liners, some of us have dinghies, some of us have rafts, and some of us just have something where we're just hanging on. So when you think about things that people are going through, you have to think of it on levels. Yes, we are all in the same storm, but we're not in the same boat. Some of us have more resources than others, and some of us have less. So consider those people who are actually not in your boat. They don't have the resources or they don't have the emotional capacity to handle this time of year. So just consider those people and think about, we always say this and it almost sounds cliche, but treat people as if they are human beings. We are experiencing a time in our culture and our nation where not everyone is even being treated like a human being. We have seen social media posts on things that are happening, but I want to hone in on one specific thing that has been happening for years. It's nothing new, but because now we have social media, everybody records everything with their phone. It's actually being seen where Black women are treated as if we're not human. We don't feel pain. We don't need any assistance. And I think a lot of people do not realize that you're treating people the way you're treating them. Some people do not care because they just do not care. There's a lot of feelings, emotions, thoughts, things that are taught that are wrong, all the things that are happening in our nation and our culture. And they have always been happening for those of you who just don't realize that they have. It's just coming to the forefront. So don't believe that this is new. Don't believe that treating certain people like they're inhuman or is new. It's not new. It's just now more prevalent and present because we have social media. So I just want to say to people that everyone is a human being, unless it's a pet, right? Treat human beings like human beings, no matter what color their skin is, no matter what gender they are, male or female. They are still human beings. Yes, some human being, we look different. We're supposed to look different. We're not supposed to be the same. People who want everybody to be the same, they're going to run into the situation where they're going to realize, oh, they didn't mean for that to happen exactly like they meant for it to happen. But sometimes we just don't think. We think about ourselves and we don't think about what we want affects other people. And so, those of us who are followers of Christ, we know that Jesus loves us all, but not everyone loves him, even those who claim to. So, listen, I want this holiday season for everybody to just intentionally pause and think about before you step out of your house in the morning how you want to be treated and think about how you're going to treat other people. And you may not treat everybody like you want to be treated, you may treat them better because sometimes some of us don't think much of ourselves and we treat other people like that. We don't think much of them either. So I won't even say treat people like you want to be treated. I will say treat people like human beings, like people who deserve to be honored, respected, treated with kindness. because we all deserve it, whether we know it or not, no matter the color of our skin, no matter anything like that. We are human beings. And so, if we want to be treated like human beings, we must treat other people like human beings. Stop looking at people from the color of their skin. Stop looking at people by the clothes they wear. Stop looking at them from the communities that they live in and look at them as people, because that's how God looks at us. We are all human beings that He loves. And He wants us to be able to love each other, because that's how we show the love of Christ, is to love one another, to take care of each other. And no, that doesn't mean that some won't have more, some won't have less. Jesus said the poor would always be with us. It doesn't mean you have to be poor. And it doesn't mean you have to treat poor people like they're less than. They are still human beings. It doesn't mean you have to treat people who are of different ethnicities, different origins, different races, different nationalities. It doesn't mean you treat them less of a human being. They're still human beings. So let's focus and practice treating each other like human beings, with kindness, with respect, with honor, like we love people. Because if we really want to show the love of God, if we really say that we're Christians, and I get it, not everybody says that they are Christians, but especially those of us who do, treat people like God would treat people, not like how you think you should treat people. Okay? That's all I wanted to say for this week, you all, except for have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a blessed week. I will see you back next week, hopefully, if God says the same. But until then, be proactive about your mental health. Be well, and God bless.